looks like the narrative around Tiffany Haddish might be shifting, and she may not be the bitter ex-people have painted her to be. Jaguar Wright recently came forward with shocking claims about Common, suggesting that he could be the real villain in this story. Ever since Common began dating Jennifer Hudson, the media has seemingly tried to portray Tiffany as spiteful, but Jaguar's allegations point in another direction. She claimed that Common is allegedly on the down low and has been using high-profile black women as beards to conceal his true identity. This revelation has stirred up plenty of speculation. Could Common really have been hiding a secret affair with someone like John Legend all along? While Jaguar's claims may seem wild at first, when you take a closer look at Common's dating history, it starts to make some sense. Despite dating numerous prominent women, including Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Angela Rye, Tiffany Haddish, and even Erykah Badu, none of these relationships lasted. His breakup with Erykah Badu was especially dramatic. Though she stayed relatively quiet, Common publicly claimed that Erykah dumped him over the phone because she had fallen for someone else. What's even more curious is that he referred to Erykah as his first love, despite having previously been engaged to Kim Jones, the mother of his daughter. That contradiction alone makes his story seem inconsistent. Following his split with Erykah, rumors began swirling that she had bewitched him, part of a long-running myth that Erykah Badu uses some kind of mystical power on the men she dates. Whether or not that's true, the one thing that's clear is that Common's love life has been chaotic ever since. Despite a string of high-profile relationships, none ended in long-term commitment, making many wonder if he is the true Common denominator in all of his failed romances. However, the most revealing relationship may have been the one with Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany was open about her desire to build a future with Common. She talked about wanting to settle down and even envisioned how she wanted him to propose, not with a ring, but with an apartment building. Yet, despite her efforts and emotional investment, Common seemed emotionally unavailable. For her 41st birthday, Tiffany had expressed hopes for something special, a romantic hot air balloon ride, and a nice meal. But Common didn't even take her out to dinner, settling instead for a simple bouquet of flowers. That moment alone made it clear that he wasn't putting in the same effort. Tiffany still tried to hold on, speaking optimistically about their future, but it was evident that Common wasn't on the same page. Now, with Jaguar Wright's allegations adding a whole new layer to Common's story, people are beginning to question everything from his failed relationships to whether he's been living a double life. One thing's for sure, this story is far messier than anyone thought.
If he want to marry me, he can get me an apartment building.
Oh, okay. That would be, you don't want a ring, you want an apartment complex.
I'd give me a duplex, an eightplex or something. You know, when the homegirls be like, where your ring? I thought you was engaged. Where your ring? Where your carrots? Carrots. Girl, please, I got unit.
And in case you were wondering how Common responded to all of this, he essentially made it clear that he was in it for a good time, not a long time. While Tiffany was envisioning commitment, building a life together, and even fantasizing about a future engagement, Common seemed to have a much more casual perspective on the relationship. He downplayed the breakup as mutual and amicable, suggesting that their paths were simply no longer aligned. But to those watching from the outside, and especially to Tiffany, who was vocal about her feelings, it felt more like she was deeply invested while he was just passing through. His attitude only added fuel to the speculation that he was never really committed in the first place and perhaps never truly intended to be.
It was good for me and the lady, you know. Right now, all I want is happiness, good times, peace on earth.
Tiffany really should have seen the red flags by then, but she held on as hopeful and *Dulu* as ever, convinced that Common would eventually evolve into the man she wanted him to be. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Instead of rising to the occasion, Common hit her with a metaphorical psych and dumped her like a hot potato. He tried to soften the blow by claiming their busy schedules made it hard to maintain the relationship, but Tiffany wasn't having it. She revealed that his chronic commitment issues were the real reason things fell apart. In her words, he might be the kind of person who never really settles with someone. Maybe he's like a bee flying from flower to flower, I'm not sure. But I wish him nothing but happiness and joy. What's even more heartbreaking is that, despite everything, Tiffany still described their relationship as the safest and healthiest one she'd ever had. That speaks volumes. She also made it clear that the breakup was not mutual. It was Common who called it quits, telling her bluntly, "I think this relationship has run its course." Her response, "Okay, so you're going to be a 50-year-old single man?" Alright, for a while, the public labeled Tiffany a bitter ex, accusing her of holding a grudge. But when you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, it's hard to ignore that Common is the one constant in all these failed high-profile relationships. Sure, he once flew all the way to the UK to support Tiffany's role in the musical *A Strange Loop*, but with his track record, fans weren't exactly hopeful about any kind of reconciliation. Now, Jaguar Wright has thrown gasoline on the fire. In a bombshell interview, she claimed that Common didn't just break Tiffany's heart, he allegedly did her dirty because he's secretly on the down low. Jaguar even went so far as to say that Common is in a covert relationship with none other than John Legend. These claims are explosive, and while they remain unconfirmed, they've certainly reignited public scrutiny around Common's relationships and painted Tiffany in a far more sympathetic light than before.
Has anybody ever said he's a good lover? They always say he's a nice guy. He's so sweet. Just like, I'm just saying. Oh, he's always giving you flowers. Oh, he buys me the cutest shoes. How does he know they're cute?
Hey.
He's picking shoes out for you.
Hey.
And if John Legend gets another stitch of Botox, straight men don't worry about these things. Straight men ain't getting cheek and ab implants and chin implants and getting fake dimples cut into their face.
I'm not going to lie, this whole situation is absolutely wild. John Legend and Common have been close friends for years, and their bond seemed solid and professional. They've collaborated on multiple projects, most notably the powerful track **** Glory **** for the 2014 film ****Selma***, which even won an Oscar. Since then, they've continued to support each other publicly, often appearing side by side at events and celebrating one another's accomplishments. But now, Jaguar Wright is throwing a completely different light on their friendship, claiming it wasn't just about music and activism, it was allegedly romantic. According to Jaguar, the connection between Common and John Legend went deeper than what the public has seen, suggesting they were involved in a secret relationship. Reactions online have been mixed, but a lot of fans are saying this rumor about Common being on the down low isn't new. One fan commented, "I can believe Common. No woman ever seems to be enough." Something is up with that. Others even claimed they heard whispers about Common and John Legend years ago and this new wave of allegations just adds fuel to the old speculation. Whether people believe Jaguar or not, the internet is buzzing and people are definitely paying closer attention to Common's long list of high-profile breakups and his unusually elusive love life. It's giving * something's not adding up *. Anyway, y'all drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're not done with the tea, go ahead and check out that next video, because this rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper.